Commissioner Shane McMahon.
A lot of business for Shane McMahon to attend to here tonight. So much that he put on the line at Survivor Series. And see what the commissioner has to say.
Yeah, I actually agree with you, Corey. I mean, all week long, you got to wonder what's going on in the mind of Shane McMahon.
How's everybody doing tonight? Well, I know we all bleed blue right here in Lexington, Kentucky. But you know, I know two superstars that don't. Imagine, if you will, two superstars who betrayed the entire Smackdown team. Last week, I was in the process of firing those two superstars, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, because they self-admittedly said they have no respect for anyone on the Smackdown roster. They have no respect for the commissioner's office, and worse, they have no respect for any of you. Can extract a little bit of revenge. I was very excited about this because I knew after all that and in the very end, then Daniel Bryan would fire them both. But that didn't happen. Now, Daniel Bryan and I have had numerous conversations about it, but instead of hearing it from me, I figured you'd hear it from the horse's mouth himself. So, ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming SmackDown's General Manager, Daniel Bryan.
Shane, I understand why you and a ton of other people think Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens should be fired. But as somebody who's been fired a couple times myself, I believe in second chances. And I know how much Sami and Kevin wanted to be a part of Survivor Series. Admittedly, their selfishness and jealousy led them to make a very bad decision, and they should have never interfered in the Survivor Series match. But Shane, you too, sometimes your temperament can get the best of your better judgment. It happens all the time.
Well, Daniel, in this specific case, I agree with you. Let's go back a little bit, and let me remind you that Kevin Owens beat my father unmercifully in this ring. So to quote Sami Zayn, check on my temper there. Let me remind you that it was Sami Zayn who got involved in my Hell in a Cell matchup against Kevin Owens right there. Double check. And let me remind you that those two individuals betrayed the entire SmackDown roster. Triple check.
But you also have to understand why they did those things. They did them in the name of competition and trying to grab the brass ring. And like I said last week, in those two guys, in Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, I see real talent. If we fire them, ultimately, they're just going to end up on Monday Night Raw.
Great, that'd be my sister's problem.
But see, you left me in charge last week. I took this job under the pretense that you didn't want just a yes man. If you wanted just a puppet who would just do whatever you wanted them to do, I'm sorry, I'm not your guy. But if you want somebody who recognizes in-ring talent, who wants to give talent opportunities, who wants to use those talent the best we possibly can right here on Smackdown Live, then I'm your guy.
They're still here. They're not fired. But one thing that I do applaud you on is that you made a match right here for tonight. Kevin Owens against Randy Orton. But I'm going to add to that idea a little bit. And just to let you know that the Newsies paperboy, Sami Zayn, is barred from ringside. And tonight's match between Kevin Owens and Randy Orton will now be held under no disqualification rules.
What an announcement by Shane McMahon. Kevin Owens' night just went from bad to worse in short order. Yeah, Kevin Owens is not going to have his guardian angel either. No, be no easy way out of this one for Kevin Owens. He faces Randy Orton.